I'll be going through the answers quickly, so make sure your course book is open and in front of you, and please stop and rewind the video as you need to. So, got your book open in front of you? Are your answers in capitals? Want to know why the answers are the answers? Then let's go. Question number 1, language patterns. You meet something with plus noun. That's exactly what we need here, and if we have a look at the stem word, the noun that we need is amazement. Question number 2, easy peasy. You've got the article before the gap, we don't have the noun to which that article refers, which means we have to put that noun in the gap here. The noun that we need is imagination. For question 3, I'm sure you're all becoming experts in terms of language patterns and identifying what kind of word you need now. What we need now is a word to modify the noun chances, which appears at the beginning of the sentence, which means that we need an adjective, and the adjective, of course, bearing in mind the context that we're presented with, is unlikely. Question number 4, we've got the gap just before an adjective, which means that we need a word that modifies an adjective. In other words, we need an adverb. What's the adverb that we're looking for? Given the context and the unusual situation that we're presented with, the answer that we're looking for is unexpectedly. For question number 5, once again another gift. Just before the gap we've got an article, we don't have the noun to which that article refers, which means that we have to put the noun in the gap. If we have a look at the stem word, we can quickly discover that the noun that we need is discovery. Question number 6, just before the gap we've got an article, just after the gap we've got the noun to which that article refers, which means that we need an adjective to modify that noun. The adjective that we need, of course, is enthusiastic. Question number 7, we need an adjective to modify the noun that follows. The adjective that we need is remarkable. Question number 8. Just before the gap we've got the word news. Now you might think news is a noun, but the gap is after the noun, so what do nouns modify? Well, nouns modify nothing at all, which is why news is not a noun in this case, news is an adjective. Sometimes nouns can work as adjectivals. If you want to find out more about that, then please go onto Google, consult a good grammar book, type in nouns as adjectivals, and you'll find out a lot more. In other words, news what? If we have a look at the stem word, we can work out that we've got one or two options. We can either say news agency or news agencies. Why is it news agencies? Well, the key is in what follows. It says all over the world, which means many, many countries. And in many, many countries, the context is that there's not just one news agency, there are many, which is why we need the plural form of the noun.